Well, this is a very pleasant turn of events. I mean, I know I wish everybody have a happy hump day, but I never thought that today would already start off really well. I mean, I'll put things into perspective for you. I mentioned that whenever I use my iPod, there are some songs that for whatever reason I can't find on iTunes, so I downloaded YouTube onto my iPod. Unfortunately, I need to take my cell phone with me or smartphone with me so as to have a personal hotspot in order for YouTube to work on the iPod. I know it's actually a lot of effort for just listening to a few extra songs. But because I have YouTube, some of the things I am subscribed to actually, appear. And it turns out there's already a review for the newest chapter of One Piece. So I looked it up and lo and behold, the new chapter's already here. It's not even, normally I would wait until Friday to read it and talk about my thoughts, but considering what I just read, especially the very last panel, which I am going to put a link in the description of wherever you guys are going to be watching, I'm just thinking, dang, so that's what that guy looks like now. Okay, I'll bite, I guess. I guess looks can be very deceiving, huh? Although, speaking of looks being very deceiving, first of all, happy Thursday, everybody. Yes, the weekend is almost here. I'm super duper excited. And so, with every Thursday that has gone on this year, we now have a new Masked Singer episode to discuss. Hold on a second. Trying to find it. Sorry. I wanted to make sure I got the information. I mean, I did watch the episode, obviously, last night. I just wanted to make sure that, because I'll be honest, for whatever reason, granted, I did go to bed late last night because I was watching, and plus, it's been, I slept. It slipped my mind. I forgot who it was underneath the mask. I mean, I remember which costumes performed. I just, I don't know who it was. But with that said, I think I will get into spoilers right now at 3 minutes. So, as of right now, as of before last night, 7 contestants remaining. They now have 4 performances. And since obviously they just went to the people who didn't perform last week, so it was the Peacock, the Monster, the Raven, and the Bee. And just like I've been saying throughout the previous weeks, the clues have been vague enough where you may or may not have a guess as to who it is, but they're clear enough where you can make guesses. Although, one awesome thing that happened last night is that Robin Thicke, who's one of the judges, actually had the same guess about one of the costumes as I have. For those of you who haven't been paying attention, I keep thinking that the Bee is Gladys Knight, and Robin Thicke guessed that the Bee was Gladys Knight as well. I mean, again, one of the clues that she had is that, she was singing since, the 50s or whatever. And when they were giving off the clues last night, and this is what I picked up on, as a fan of Man vs. Food, they featured Atlanta on Man vs. Food, particularly Gladys Knight's restaurant. And the main staple dish on that restaurant's menu is the Midnight Train, which featured the traditional Southern awesome combination of chicken and waffles. Why does that matter into this? Because when they showed the Bee's clues last night, they showed waffles on during that clue. So, yeah. That might actually be what. If I am right, I don't know what I would do if I was ever right about any of these. I mean, outside of you guys who are watching, I'm not really super duper famous enough for anyone else to, know or figure that out. So, I guess I would have bragging rights? I don't know. But, yeah. Before, I actually should probably explain. The bee wasn't the one who got eliminated. I should probably make that clear. It turned out that, it was the Raven. And, the Raven, I just want to say the Raven story almost brought me to tears. It really did. Like, between that and on Monday when the sand artist from the Ukraine on America's Got Talent, the champions, got the golden buzzer, like the talent that the sand artist did, I am surprised, like, I'm not dehydrated right now because of all the tears that I was weeping. Seriously. But I should get into who the celebrity underneath the Raven costume was. It turns out it was Ricki Lake, who is, a talk show host, a singer. She performed on the original Hairspray, and she mentioned how she was going through a tragic loss, and Ricki Lake had unfortunately lost her husband, which is very sad. Nothing to scoff or sneeze at or anything of that sort. The loss of a loved one is always very tragic. I've gone through several losses in my family over the course of my lifetime. I'm sure everybody else here has too. So, on that front, it's very relatable. But yeah, Ricki Lake was awesome, like performing in and well, technically she was still in costume when she was unmasked. All she just did was take the mask off. I should probably also explain. When a singer does a final performance after they're unmasked, I should say, like, for all intents and purposes, they're still wearing a vast majority of the costume. All they do is just take off the costume head. That's one thing I haven't really, you probably could guess that, but it is something that, unless you're not unfamiliar with the context, I should probably explain. That's why I didn't really. Yeah. See, I went to bed super duper late, guys. I'm going to bed really early as of late, and so I didn't want to miss last night's episode. So I took a power nap last night, only to wake up at almost 9, watch The Masked Singer, and then immediately go to bed. It was actually kind of awesome. It was again overall an enjoyable episode, and honestly, I can't wait to see who's next. As of right now, the only guesses as to who's left are, I believe Gladys Knight to be the bee, and I think Joey Chestnut is the rabbit. But only time will tell. Although, I wonder what the format of next week is going to be. Because when they had 12 contestants, they obviously did 6 in the first week and 6 in the second week. Now that we're down to the final 6, I think they're going to show all 6 performers. I really think that's what they would do, and just sort of, go from there. At least that's what I would do if I was, running the show. But I'm not running the show, I'm just simply a mere spectator. Although, again, your guess for who is underneath the mask, who that is singing, or how good the performance is, or how good the performance will be, is your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. But again, I am really looking forward to the show. I really hope it gets not renewed for a second season. I guess there are some shows that are coming out that I am looking forward to. I love me some Star versus the Forces of Evil. That show's awesome. But yeah, I'm already starting to talk about another show I should probably get going. So Yeah, so 10 minutes. Okay. So 3 to 10 minutes. That's when I talk about spoilers. So again, even though I have officially given out the spoilers as to, who it was, it's very likely that the performances from last night are already on YouTube, and I'm sure that they probably have the clues to go with them as well. So even though I've already mentioned who got unmasked and eliminated last night, check out the other performances. Maybe you probably saw a clue that I missed. Maybe you probably know who it is and figured out better than I could. I don't know, but that's what's, fun, about this show. Your guess really is as good as mine. Although I do have to say, Ken Jeong walking in with a crown, considering that he guessed right a week ago, and keeping up that complex, that was awesome. If I ever did something like that, did the guessing round or something like that, while rocking a crown would be awesome, I would just do the whole Roman Emperor spiel. I'd get the olive branches in my ears. I'd be rocking a toga and sandals. That'd be awesome. I thought about being a toga man once. Is that what it's called? The toga man? I don't know. But yeah, rocking a toga for Halloween, that'd be really cool. Seriously, togas and kilts are the two most awesome things I've always wanted to rock in terms of outfits. Maybe someday. I don't know. Partly, I want to rock a kilt because one time way back at Horseheads, there was, we had something called Spirit Week, and there was one guy who would win something called Crazy Day every year, and he was 2 years ahead of me. So, he was, when I arrived as a freshman, he was already a junior, but his senior year, he was rocking a kilt. And, of course, he wins. And before anyone is wondering, no, I don't think anyone asked if he actually was wearing the kilt al natural. I don't think you can do that in a high school setting. Actually, no, I know for a fact he wasn't, because I'm pretty sure he was wearing pants underneath it. The kilt was there for mostly... Sure, the point is he wasn't doing anything appropriate, which... I mean, I like that guy, but, thank goodness he wasn't wearing the kilt, via Braveheart, which is a very good movie, by the way. In fact, I might actually see if it's on later. That'd be really cool. Braveheart's a good movie. Really long, but really good movie. So, yeah. This Thursday's already starting to be pretty awesome. And we haven't even gotten to Hot Ones yet. We have a new episode of Hot Ones coming out later. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. Honestly, again, the last 2 weeks have been... first they have Gordon Ramsay, and then you have Allie Jacobson and Lana Glazer from Broad City. What's next? This is shaping up... This is already 2 episodes in, and already we're having, the best lineup of celebrity guests on Hot Ones so far. I know it's still early to say, but you never know. It could be that, Hot Ones, did their best already, and you can only go down from there. I don't know, but I'm still excited to see what happens next. And if you guys have been following along, I'm certain you guys are interested in seeing what's next too. So how about we get on with our day? Like, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. I could really use the support on YouTube. Follow me on the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. As always, I am very humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I'm hopeful that we all have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. Now, always have your back. Take care, and you know what? In honor of my ace perspectives and drugs teachers, how about I end off every video from now on saying, make good choices. Take care, everybody.